Hello all, DWING here. I've been requested to make a video on designing the hull of your ships in NBZ. So there's three things I'm going to go over here quickly. First is shape, second is reinforcement, that way one torpedo doesn't completely obliterate you, and the third is buoyancy, to make sure that your boat doesn't sink. So the first thing, shape of course, there's really no bad or wrong way to do it. But I know that you want your ships to be pretty, so I will make a simple front hull. And yeah, so the water level is actually right here. This is where the water is. So 1 or 2 blocks above that for ships is normally the easiest way to go. I try to make them look relatively pretty, so I will do the same thing on both sides. I will start by going back 2, like so, and then I'll go back 3, like so. Now granted, if you're in a ship 1 plot, maybe it's not going to be this exact shape, and that's okay. So you'll notice I've already messed up here. There we go. Perfect. So I'm just gonna do that and make it nice and pretty, like so. And that it's really not a wrong or right way to do it, but that is a simple hull there for you. Now for the reinforcement part, let me just bring this guy back here. There we go. Make it a little bit reinforced here. And there we go. For the reinforced part, I like to use our wonderful buddy block end stone. Put a couple in the front. If you saw the rebuilding my old Coast Guard cutter, you'll see that I put lots of end stone in the front. In most cases, when you're ramming into something, or if you accidentally hit a piece of random debris, you won't be completely destroyed because your front won't immediately start leaking. In most cases, I will put 2 layers of hull on the side, just to make sure that if a torpedo hits me, there's less of a chance of it going through, just because there's more blocks that it's got to deal with. So, granted, in a ship 1, that's not going to leave you a lot of space on the inside, but that's okay. Lastly, let me make the bottom here. When you are designing the bottom of it, it doesn't really have to be pretty. Function is a lot better than form. You can see it's not pretty here. I'll just do that just to add a little bit more weight to it. Ta-da! And then every so often, I like to put these wonderful walls and use gates, because gates prevent water from going through, but they are really easy to go through, as you can see. Wow, I'm walking fast. Speed 1. Oh, much better. And that way, if a torpedo hits you here, it's only going to flood this room. If a torpedo hits you there without a barrier every, I'd say, 6 or 7 blocks or so, your entire ship's going to sink down. So with the sinking in mind, in order to keep your boat afloat, there's this wonderful thing called air pockets, where right now my boat will float, because inside of here there's an air pocket. Water cannot get in here. If this was not here, water would sweep right in here, fill up this entire area, and my boat would start sinking. With the Zodiacs, in my video about, I don't know, a week ago or so, they were sinking non-stop, and that's because there was no air pocket in the hull of that, so it was sinking down due to the weight, and then eating in a little bit of water, and then it was toast. So think about that when designing hulls. and then you can do the same system all the way back. Um, but it's very simple. It's not too hard. You can do whatever design you want on the front. You can make it square. You can make it circular for all I care. It's just those couple things that you need to think out about. Getting hit with torpedoes, which is why I can easily torpedo a noob ship once or twice, and their entire underside is destroyed because there's no air pockets or little protective regions. So just think about those couple things when you're building, and your ship will immediately be much, much better. So yeah, I will end the wonderful video right there. That way you can see the three little things that you need to take into account. But thank you for the request. If there's any other tutorials for boat building or tactics or anything like that, feel free to let me know in the comment section below, and I will make that and help you guys out. So thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you all later.